This is the Toward a New World podcast with your host, Corinna Stoffel. As a space for all things regarding the global, collective transition we are in, we have conversations about transition, separation, and connection regarding oneself, others, and the earth. The aim is to educate, empower, and inspire.
Hello and welcome. Here we are again, Thursday morning. And today, considering the time of year it is, I want to talk about reflection and intention. We tend to look back in late December over the past year. What have we accomplished? Did we accomplish any intentions that we had for this year? What did we create? Where did I miss? All kinds of different questions. For me, the questions are more about how much have I learned? How much have I become aware of? Changed? How much have I grown as a person? From that perspective, it was a good year. I can definitely say that. And I would say I haven't accomplished everything that I had mentally, cognitively intended to, that I thought I needed to get there and do that. That did not necessarily work all the time. The highlight for me this year was giving my first TEDx talk and laying foundations for this coming year by making choices that would actualize really during the next year. So it looks like an exciting year to come. But are you clear on your intentions for this coming year? And at the same time, when we set intentions, we're sort of walled in, we're locked in. Are you willing to be flexible enough, if things change, to shift and move and flow and perceive the opportunities that those changes may give you and go with them? Food for thought, huh? An intention, we either, the saying is by the third week of January, most of us have forgotten the intention that we set for the whole year. That's not necessarily a good thing. But also, let's not be locked in. And right now, the world is in a transition, which means things are going to change and unexpected things may pop up that we didn't even think of could happen. But they offer opportunities. Are we willing to go for those opportunities? When systems are crumbling, what choices can we make? When that is the case, Besides personal intentions, what intentions do you have in regards to the world that we live in? What might I need to do? Who might I need to be to contribute to those changes, to contribute to creating a world that is more in line with what I would like to see, that is supportive of everybody and everything. And with everything, I mean especially the earth. Where are we with that? In light of the transition we are in, I really strongly feel I need to step up even more. I've stepped up and I've stepped up in the last 2 years, and I am keenly aware that I need to step up even more. And it's not that stepping up even more is something that's being forced on me. It's pushing the envelope because it's not my usual mode of operating, but it's something that is bubbling up within me that I want. And is there something for you? Like looking at next year, I have started to shift things around the podcast. I've been scattering myself by live streaming to 3 different platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and choosing to go into Spotify, uploading all my episodes from this year, and then going straight into Spotify next year allows more of an interplay between the episodes and maybe workshops that I'm doing, because there's only one space where I can send people to and say, listen to this if you want to know more of what I'm thinking about that. And I want to do more workshops. I really need to. And it's again this stepping up to more. I am so keenly aware of how different I am and how differently I look at the world. And I want to invite people to look from different perspectives. Not that my perspective is the right one and that you need to look from that perspective, but just inviting, can you find a different perspective for yourself that works for you? And what might that perspective be? And how might that influence your life? Asking the questions. The perspective may be different that people choose to go to, but they may get there by asking maybe even the same questions that I am asking myself, and find their own answers, which then inform this perspective. And we are at least here in the West, we are such a culture of what I almost call individual islands. Rugged individuality, I am my own world. And yes, there is a truth to creating my own world allows me not to be constantly pushed and pulled around by what is going on around me. But my own world is not necessarily creating or coming up with solutions that we need for the systems that are crumbling. So there is a need to collaborate, to exchange our ideas and be mutually inspired. I hear something and that triggers a response in me, and I said, oh, if I listen to you and take that with what I know, then this means we could go there. That's the inspiration, that's the being inspired, and that is actually that community, that coming together, that collaboration is what I see is important. And one of my most favorite sayings is by Einstein, that a different level of consciousness is required to find the solution to problems that we are facing. So that is what can be happening when we come together and share the information, share our ideas. So, just to give you a look ahead, what is going to be different in January is I will be interviewing a friend who is also an astrologer. And I asked her if she could look at what are the overarching, the big themes for 24. I am curious about it. Maybe you'll be curious about it. And maybe you'll join us on that one. It'll be pulled up on January 4th, Thursday. Let's see what happens. Take care, and I wish you peaceful holidays. And yeah, I'll have a podcast next year, so I can do the new year next week.